Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Fluff.
Good morning, Colton.
Cheers, Operation. See you in chat. Good morning. Cheers, Local Grow.
Oh, how we doing this morning, Colton?
Oh, we're doing all right. Minus the fact we got to look at just my ugly mug this morning. It's not fair.
But
But
yeah, I try to give everybody the cheat of staring at my ugly ass, but apparently we have, my computer is slowly dying bit by bit. So,
yeah. Cheers, Bud Squisher, Sheldon, Dr. Dags, Kingfisher, Joel. Good morning, everybody.
I think it's a conspiracy, man. The computer companies have now figured out how, with updates, to just fucking smoke your computer.
Yeah,
So
they
you got
just
to buy a
fucking
new
wipe
one.
out everything.
Yeah.
Like my GoPro, I was saying my GoPro won't work for a fucking webcam anymore. Cheers,
Yeah,
Galaxy.
I was all upset, man. I fucking didn't get to show everybody the garden on Sunday. I was going to do it today, and I got nothing. But we're only 20 days in, so we ain't looking at nothing too special. But
Well,
yeah.
we can look at mine later.
But yeah, and as you were talking about doing some talks about harvest and getting prepped and things like that, and I thought it sounded like a great time to do those because even though I lost one of my plants and the other one's been laying on the ground for a week, I still have harvestable fucking outdoor smoke, and
Nice.
actually quite a bit of it. That plant that laid down, I finally got it like staked back up after it had been laying
Okay.
down and shit, and honestly, I think I'm going to lose one branch off the whole fucking thing. And that's more because spiders have made a home in that son of a bitch more than any
Ooh.
damage actually done to the plant. Right. It's a Maine cola. Fuck, I'm showing you with my hands like you can see it. But it's a Maine cola, like, fucking 10 inches long, just big fat baby's arm. And it is, you can just see multiple spider homes in that motherfucker. And it was like when I picked it up off the ground, like the web and everything came with it, like one big ass home. And I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to try to save that one. That one's just getting cut off, thrown back in. Y'all can have it. Happy hunting.
That's funny. Cheers,
But
weed nerd.
I have to send a little bit of a testament to that plant, though. I mean, it was late after the storms and everything. It laid on the ground. Most of that plant laid in some weeds and shit for almost.
Which one was that?
This was the deep candy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that greenhouse seeds deep
Yeah,
candy.
that
Unfortunately, the Granddaddy Black, it molded straight the fuck out from the same issues. Lost that whole plant. But
gross.
yeah, but the deep candy looks great still. Like actually even putting on a little bit of trikes at the moment. So
Nice.
we got our first official frost coming Wednesday, I think. So we're like I said, I want to see how far I can go into November with this thing, just because it's doing great. So fuck yeah, Bud Squisher, how you enjoying that? So a little testament to the plant, the genetics and the health of it, being outside and taking that much abuse and coming along, gonna have a harvestable product. So yeah, man, it hasn't been my favorite, but. Are you trying to talk to me? Okay.
No, sorry. I was instructing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
my wife left this morning with our youngest. Is going to have her anoids and tonsils out this morning. So instructing the others.
Dad's laying down the fucking morning law.
Yeah, more like Dad phoned it in, and they're not going to school either.
Fucking daddy-daughter day at the house, huh?
Yeah. Well, my back's out, and I've been sick since last Tuesday, so we're just gonna have a chill day.
There you go.
Yeah.
No problems there.
How far can you normally take stuff into November down there?
Yeah, I have since I moved down here. I've had stuff pretty much like the first 2 weeks of November is kind of what I'm shooting for down here for my harvest window. And I have, since I've been here, pushed it all the way into December.
Damn.
where I was having, I finally got it to where I had snow and regular frost on the plant, but they were looking fucking great and didn't give a shit. So
Shit. Cheers, Art, man. That's fucking, yeah, that's funny to even think about.
yeah, we get some man, it swings pretty hard around here, but
Mhm.
if the plant can take it, it usually doesn't get too god awful cold until December. Right there in
Okay.
December, you're really starting to fucking push it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, Tripopotamus.
grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we'll go have a look at my freak show here in a bit. It's moved into the garage under the HP. No, sorry, not the HPS. Under the CMH. I wanted to run the HPS, but I just can't. I can't get to that. I got a convertible ballast inside of the grow box, but I just can't get into there right now and get it out. So for now, that freak show sitting under the CMH in the garage, and it actually it kind of does surprise me because I know that strain was initially bred down in or by Humboldt. I don't know necessarily if it was in Humboldt or in the Emerald Triangle or whatever, but that thing took a fucking freeze. That my freak show fully froze. I went out one morning in the shed and the leaves were like you could see the dark green.
Oh
Where
no.
yeah, where the cells had froze. So I let it thaw out in the sun outside for the day because we've had warm days. Like yesterday was fucking 25 degrees Celsius, which is like 80s. That's like mid to high 80s. Um, so yeah, I let it thaw out outside, and then I brought it into the garage, and surprisingly, I've maybe plucked off a dozen leaves that were actually like dead and drooped and dried up. There's like some of the tips of some of the leaves are dried up, but that thing fucking it survived. It's looking good. Yeah, it's doing it. So we'll see. We'll see how it does in the
That's
garage.
fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's got some purple coming out into it too now because of the cold. So it'll be cool to see it finish. And I'm interested to see if those seeds will still be viable because it's full. There's every bud has fucking multiple seeds in it. So I've been
Bitchin'.
looking through it. So the fucking pollination worked for sure. Now we'll just see if the seeds are still viable after the freeze. But
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I would have just heart dropped game over right there when I seen that dark green fucking plant. That early in the morning, just knowing you just burst that whole fucking thing, I probably would have just gave up right then. I'm surprised that it took through to anything.
Oh, I fucking walked around the yard for like 15 minutes. Just fuck. I'm so mad.
Right?
It's like, God damn it. Fuck you.
You should have brought this motherfucker in. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it did good. And even my one outside in the ground, I covered it in bed sheets. I built a teepee frame around it with some deadfall logs and I wrapped it in bed sheets, and then I wrapped a tarp around that. And again, there's some leaves, some of the fan leaves I can see dying off, but for the most part, the plant actually held up to it. So I probably won't get it to finish. I don't think it'll make it all the way because it's pretty far behind. But
well, you got it in the garage now, though.
No, it's not that one. I'm talking about the one that's in the ground in the garden.
Oh, the one in the ground. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, you just brought it in the garage. Why the fuck did you mulch up the fucking?
No.
Okay, got it now.
I was actually going to ask that though. The one that's outside, would there be any point to harvesting that as close as I can get it and then using it for something like RSO? Would I still
Sure.
get any benefit out of that? Because I mean, there's buds on there. There's lots of crystal on it.
Yeah.
Lots of trikes on it and stuff like that. So,
are you saying your seeded plant?
No, not the freak show. No, the one.
Oh,
the my little volunteer one that's in the garden.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. As long as if you're not, if you have a clean plant, you're not dealing with a shit ton of mold and crazy
Hmm.
grossness like that. There's absolutely no reason that you can't use that plant for something.
Okay.
Um, so so yeah, man, I'd fucking harvest that thing. I do the same. Last year, as a matter of fact, the deep candy. It was an outdoor plant, and it 100% like I took it long because I just wanted all the forms of cannabinoids in there. So I
Hmm.
took it long. It would have not had as high a CBD rate, but all of the other things in there would have, had a little more of a chance to pop out.
To
And
develop. Yeah.
but yeah, and I think I smoked that once, and I was like, "Bleh." I was like, yeah, you know what? Never mind.
That's funny. Cheers, noob. Cheers, Skunk Ape. Cheers, Ice.
Um, oh yeah, and I just want to tell Skunk Ape thanks. Saw his comment the other day about some of the me playing around there on the lathe, and appreciate especially from a artist and a craftsman like himself. Appreciate the kind words. So thank you. Um, yeah.
Yeah, your stuff's looking cool, man. I like that video you posted of doing that bowl. I like the live edge that you left on the top too. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, those are kind of neat. Yeah, it's all play.
Cheers,
It's all fancy firewood at this point. But I'm trying to get to the point where I can make something nice, to pass out to people. So
Yeah.
more. But yeah, like that deep candy was gross. So I just blasted the whole thing down into edibles, tincture. That
Hmm.
basically turns into the tincture material for the whole year.
Yeah. So would it
So
be better to dry it and then do that, or just buck it down and strip it and like make RSO from the raw material?
Honestly, I've never tried to do it with fresh raw. I've always only ever done it with cured stuff. It's usually with an overage or something like that, or I just let the
Hmm.
plant cure. So I honestly I don't know the answer to that one. The only thing I would think is through the curing process and letting it hang and dry a little bit, you are going to allow that plant to get rid of some of that chlorophyll.
Okay.
And therefore, maybe you won't soak as much up into your tincture or alcohol.
Yeah, then it
So
won't be as green.
that's the only benefit I could see to that. But if you just wanted to get rid of the chlorophyll, you could just let that tincture sit in the sun for a day or two, and it'll blow off that chlorophyll. So
Okay.
I don't know the answer that I would use for that one. But hell, you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably just take a quarter of it and try, and then hang the other fucking 3/4 of it.
And
That
just
way,
hang
I'd
the
be
rest.
comfortable with it and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Then I'd know for next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What are you smoking on this morning?
I'm gonna have a dab here in a minute of we'll start out with get some of my hash rosin here. I'm running low on flour. I got some dispensary flour, but I have a little dab of some of that hash rosin. That's trim hash rosin. And then after that, we're gonna move on to some flour. Get some high octane 94 Pheno 94. This stuff's pretty good. It's an indica dominant. They're claiming 2.9% terps. There's no terps in this bag. Um, it was packaged in August 20th, which is sad that
You
between
already
August,
don't have terps.
yeah, August
Yeah, what the
20th
fuck?
to now, it's pretty dried out. It's not crumbly, dusty dry, but it's fucking on its way. You know what pisses me off though? Here's this. You know what really grinds my gears? These assholes that put these little fucking 2 gram boost packs in a fucking 14-gram bag, or like I got an ounce bag. It had 1 2-gram fucking pack, and I was like, what the? Why are you guys even doing that? Like, they're just doing it to make it look like they're fucking trying to preserve the moisture, and it doesn't do shit. Cheers, G-Muff.
No, he fucking won't, Terpoponymous. You know what'll be sad? One of these days, it won't be sad. It'll be the irony of the whole thing. Is
It's true,
you know how
Jeff.
fucking Clay sent me the cut. He decided to name it Bambi, and it's not by any means a small fucking plant. You know what'll happen is fucking profits will be the cut. That'll be the motherfucker that really is the end all be all of it, and I'll have to be fucking it's the goddamn wham blam cut. Fuck.
That's funny.
So I was thinking, what do you think, real quick? Since I was not here or was unable Sunday morning to do our giveaway, you want to do a fucking morning giveaway?
Yeah, we could do that.
Right.
We
Let's
could do
fucking do that.
Hell yeah.
I can't show you what it is, but I'll fucking let you know.
So let me pull up the giveaway thing. StreamYard giveaway right there.
All right. So let's call the F2 Wham Blam son of Bam. That's funny. So today, for the giveaway for the seeds that Noob kindly donated for us to fucking give away, we have the OG Kush BXF2, which is Sweet OG by Josh Dog OG. So OG Kush BXF2. And then we have the Van Gogh sunflower seeds. You're going to get a pack of those. And I am going to go through the breeder gear. I think this time it's going to be a Thunder Dan one that I'm going to give away. So it will be one of the Black Widow crosses. You know what? Fuck it. You got Bam up there. I'm going to give somebody a 10-pack of Bam.
You were talking about, or we were talking about Wham Blam and Bam. So I was like, yeah, might as well make it Bam.
Yep. Fuck it. You get a 10-pack of Bam along with this. So
I was going to make it Whammy, but people might get confused with how to spell whammy.
Oh my God, that's great. Is there a fucking George Michael cross? I need to find it. Yeah, I don't know if I could call it Wham Blam. You just have to call it Wham with like a really long fucking A to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
All right.
Okay. Real quick, I gotta go fucking refresh my water in my thing here.
Okay. So everybody's
entertained people with your voice.
I am gonna entertain them with the delights that is my voice. Oh God. Jesus Christ. I figured you made it up. I didn't think anybody had a George Michael, but we might have to work on it now just so we can make Wham. All right. So anyway, how's everybody fucking doing out there? I am stoked because it's fucking getting to be about harvest time. We're about 25 days into the Bam room. So, everything around right now is Bam related to me. And I have a bunch of great phenos in there that I'm looking through. I got yeast cut in there. It's being bullied out by fucking clay pipes cut, which sounds about proper. So both of those are looking great. We got tall, just friggin' chunks and arms growing on the Bambi cut. I'm excited to see what the difference between mine and his will be, just grow wise. Same plant, two different growers, salt versus fucking
two different environments.
Yeah. Well, I keep my environment like kind of, we try to keep a pretty standard environment, but I am sure, my fluctuations definitely way more than his. So, but yeah, the definites between the bed and the salt grow, it'll be really fun. But currently I can see why he picked the plant. It is producing like son of a bitch. It looks great. It fits well in the trellis. It stacks nice. In over camp, it smoked fucking fantastic. It pressed well. It was not the best press, but it fucking pressed well.
Nice.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that one, Kingfisher. I don't know about a fem cross, but we'll definitely find a badass fucking F2 to get this girl going. You never know.
One day.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fucking, it might happen because I do believe that Bambi made it somewhere that is gonna get fem. So we might be playing with that anyway.
Nice. Come on, femmes for friends. Yeah.
I know. That's the hard part. I realize like it would really be nice to throw out films, but I'd really rather just throw out a work line for everybody. That way you get the same thing in the end. You just gotta hunt out your males. Because you never know. You might want to use them. And it's important to keep the fucking lines going. So
ooh, get the light show going for everybody.
So fuck, I'll go get mine. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Colton, I'm an idiot. I just got up to go get mine so I could have a fucking light show with you.
It's right in front of you?
No, it's way over there, but no one else is gonna fucking know. So what's the difference?
Oh yeah, no one's gonna see it.
No one's gonna fucking see it. I've showed many things to the camera already, but that one was gonna be my big idiot because I did get up. Halfway into getting up, I go, "Why are you getting up, dummy?"
That's funny.
Shit.
Right, cheers, everybody. Let's get that dab frog up here first.
So I figure we'll do about 8:30. We'll fucking run that giveaway.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Sounds good. We're going to do another one this evening, too. So anybody, you know, if you miss it or whatever, tonight and the evening Tuesday night show, we will also be having the giveaway. So if you miss it now, show up then. We'll get you another one. So
cheers, Clay.
Yeah, fucking smoke. Speaking of smoking on some of Clay's Oaxacan this morning. So he gave me went over, got to hang out with Clay a little bit the other day, you know, talking some weed, doing some fun stuff, and he threw out some of this Oaxacan. And man, was he right. This shit is very like arugula. Like it's very spicy.
That I was just say that spicy, peppery.
Yeah. I you know, he said arugula, and yeah, you get that spice. I get that pepper. It's very
funny. We grew arugula microgreens, and I loved the smell of them. Fucking hated how they tasted. Yeah, I haven't grown them since, but they're a popular one. But I won't grow them because they fucking they taste like straight mustard to me, and I fucking hate mustard. So
I don't mind arugula. I like the taste of it. High wise, you know that's one of those where I'm thinking I don't know if it's that high that I'm looking for off of it. It seems more, more of that kind of chatty, stupid, like I forget what the fuck I'm doing kind of stuff. In a good mood, not mad about it, but you know, it's when I want to forget about some shit. You know, I think we'll roll into this stuff heavy. You know, when I want to make the wife fucking really angry with me, I'll just smoke this shit all day and walk around like an idiot.
Yeah. Cheers, Chigros.
But it definitely and just looking at the structure of the nugs and things. So, you know, I've got one of his Oaxacans growing right now. It is kind of different. I'm a little on the fence on it, Clay. I'm not quite sure yet. Still judging on that one. But I've got one also in flower, and so I'm really kind of, you know, just judging between the two of them, kind of see the similarities, the differences, you know, what I might expect out of mine, things like that. So it looks to be a real good looking flower too. So
nice.
Yeah. So anyway, to give them a little bit of that. So that's a little bit of that, and some of the Gypsy Juice by Black Forest crosses of mine. That's what I'm smoking here this morning. So
nice. Cheers.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, I can't wait. I got some stuff coming down pretty soon, so Actually, this is like one of the first. I think it's happened one other time where I actually had plants to come down during Croptober. Um, yeah, I think this is only the second time, but yeah, I've got some. Those Flying Hawaiians are going to be done. We're day 52, I think, right now. And they'll be done at the end of the week for sure. Like they're all cloudy with some amber already. The other ones are going to go probably to 60 days. So probably the middle of next week is probably when
Okay.
I'll harvest those.
Ooh, pushing it
Um,
hard for you though up there.
oh yeah. Yeah. You know
Nice.
what?
I
I
like
took
it.
that. I took that. So I grew out those 3 black amnesia haze crosses, and the one was like it wouldn't stack. It wouldn't stack. It had that classic haze structure. So I was like, okay. I knew off the bat. I was like, that thing's gonna go. We're just gonna let it go. I took it to 85 or 90. I can't remember. It was into the 80s for sure. But when I went to, uh, I was checking it out a few days before I was gonna chop it, and I noticed some different colored leaves on the inside that I'd never seen in my garden before. And a couple days later, when I chopped it down, I was looking in there again, and it had fucking botrytis, budrotis, all through the whole fucking lowers. So that thing just got chucked. It was like, fuck you. Um, and I didn't know. I'm curious to know. I mean, I won't find out because I threw the cut away. I'm not going to keep something that's going to do that. Um, but I'm just wondering if it was the length that it went, or maybe just the fucking amount of leaves that were down in there and too tightly bunched together and shit. And maybe that one wasn't getting hit by the fan quite as hard as the rest or whatever, because it was a bit shorter. So, um, but yeah, that was the first for me. I never had bud rot until that fucking 85 day or 90 day or.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, bud rot outdoors is kind of just a thing, right? You're growing,
Mhm.
you got one because a caterpillar got over here, shit on your thing,
Yeah.
rotted out that fucking bud, you know? But when it came to like harvest time,
Cheers, Hoobie.
harvest time, bud rot. The first time I did it was actually indoors.
Was
I
it?
the first time I fucked up a hang was indoors. Um, I had my humidity up high, watered the plant, turned the fucking lights out for 2-3 days, cut the plant, and then fucking turned it around and hung
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember you told me about that. I remember
Molded
that.
the fuck out of that plant.
Yeah.
Just dumb shit. And outdoors, actually, last year was the first year I molded an outdoor harvest on accident. Timing,
Well, you guys
just
had
other.
fucking wasn't it last year you had that crazy shit storm that blew over trees and fucking
Yeah. There's just a whole fucking shit show last year. Stuff
yeah.
fucking that happened. But I had like a 12-foot BAM out there, and basically I was trying to harvest before the shit storm hit, and in the process of trying to hurry up and wash the buds, I did not give them enough time to dry out. Basically, the rain that was supposed to come like 3 days from them came that night. So I washed the
Oh,
buds and it rained for
and
fucking
then
3 days
it
straight.
rained. That
And
sucks.
so uh, the importance of getting set up, having your spot, getting everything ready. Morning, Hoobie, is fucking vital. Because it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time to harvest some of these fucking plants.
Yeah.
And a lot of forethought really does need to go into it before you fucking lose it. And that's just kind of all
Yeah.
there is to it. Um,
I'm right now in a bit of a pickle because my dry tent is now housing all my fem little pheno hunt and that fucking Floraflux light. So I don't have a technical dry spot right now. So I've been kind of looking around the house trying to figure out which room I'm gonna take over to dry my fucking plants in. So
I,
it's
you know,
either I've thought about the garage, but like our cats live in the garage. The litter box is out there, and we buy the pretty litter, so it's not dusty. But I'm like, I don't want fucking cat piss terps to soak into my fucking weed. So I'm like, I don't know if the garage would be great, but I'm thinking now I might take over the downstairs bathroom. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna hang shit in there.
the bathroom would be kind of cool too, because especially if you're taking like a big outdoor harvest, where you're gonna kick up the humidity in that room a ton.
Yeah,
You
flip
have
the
that
fan
exhaust
on.
fan to
Yeah,
help fucking get that out of there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So, for me, with something like that, you putting that in the bathroom, I'd probably put like just a little fan down in the lower
Hmm.
area of it, and then put that exhaust fan on for the first
Yeah,
probably 3 days or so,
yeah,
and then tone everything down as you can see that the humidity in the room start to come down.
yeah. It'll fucking stink outside though. When before I set up the 5x5, I had taken over the bathroom down there as a little veg spot. So I had a
Uh-huh.
bunch of plants in the shower stall, a bunch of plants on the floor around it and all that shit. And I had the vent was on and I couldn't figure out I was outside for like a week. I was like, "Man, there's a fucking skunk. Like we got a fucking skunk somewhere nearby." And then I don't know why it took me a week to realize, but then I walked down one day and I was like, "Oh my god, the fucking exhaust fan is on and I've got like 2 dozen plants in there. No wonder I can smell a fucking skunk around the back of the house where that exhausts." Like,
Hey man, pro tip:
so,
just go get you go get you a 4-inch carbon canister, go crawl
yeah.
in the ceiling and go crawl in the ceiling and turn that bitch into a fucking carbon filter.
Possibly. I'm also far enough away from anyone else. I don't think it'll matter. So,
Yeah, you got the I don't give a fuck fucking joy. All right, so it's like 8:30. We'll give it 2 more minutes. In
all
two
right,
more
2
minutes.
more minutes.
So
We'll put this up
uh,
here
give
for
giveaway
anyone that
today.
hasn't entered. Get in there.
Yeah. Type in the word BAM and fucking today you can't see my camera, but we're gonna be giving away some OG Kush BXF2. So we're gonna
Cheers,
be giving
green
that
fingers.
away.
Good morning.
We're going to be giving away a pack of Van Gogh sunflower seeds. These are all through a New Grows. Thank you so much, my man.
Yeah,
And I am
cheers.
also going to be throwing in a 10-pack of the BAM today. So
I wanted to talk about this one, the Jeffro said, because I think the only other place I heard someone talk about this was on the Grow From Your Heart podcast, where he was talking about putting stuff in bags to cure, paper bags to cure, and stuff like that. And I heard that you can get cardboard taste in your bud, but I have seen people do that. I've seen people make like a dry box essentially, where they have a fan going in one side and then some holes on the other side or something like that, to get some airflow through there. And I had thought
yeah,
about
man.
that, but I don't know. I
Uh,
just don't know.
I have done so like for a quick and dirty, like the outdoor needed a quick fucking dry, and I had no space, but I kind of just needed it to get out of view. I went and I bought a wardrobe moving box,
Hmm.
big, tall. It's like a fucking 2x4 tent, damn near,
It's like like
cardboard
a
box.
refrigerator box almost.
Yeah, like a refrigerator box. That's exactly it. And so those um they quickly suck out the fucking moisture in that plant. So when you do that, I've done it to where, my first couple days, that first real big moisture drop, I let it sit outside in the like shed or the garage or somewhere where they're gonna stay fucking clean. Some of the bugs can evacuate. All right, roll that motherfucker. It is 8:35.
All right,
Uh,
all right. Oh, I gotta go to I was trying to click it on the screen. I gotta go to the other fucking window. Oh, damn it. It's full
That's
screen.
awesome. Um,
All right.
so so for the first exactly, and the wardrobe box folds up, or non-use. Who's winning this bitch?
Skunk
Skunkade.
Hell yeah,
Congrats, my
cheers.
man. You know what? I've been wanting to send you a bunch for a while, so you're going to get a good hell of a hookup. Send me your address, brother, and you have some seeds coming your way.
Hell yeah. Congrats, Skunk Ape. That's awesome.
Congrats. The box. So what I would do, so that first 2-3 day where you have that huge water drop out of that plant and where most of the bugs are going to start evacuating also, I like to keep that outside. So in the shed, in the garage, any of that, in a fairly clean fucking spot. Where there's not going to be a bunch of dust, not dirt, not animals, not fucking bugs, fucking around. So I'll hang them in a nice clean spot for that first couple of days. And then I would monitor really close the humidity when I put it inside the box. Because like I said, they can really those cardboard boxes can really strip out and take the moisture out of that plant. So I monitor it pretty close. And then, when it gets to where it's looking, where it's coming down real hard, or you really can't even smell many terps or anything, I get them right the fuck out of that box and then just kind of hang them again from that point, out in the regulated air.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how I do that for just the outdoor ones anyway. But when possible, I definitely do like to clear out a spot in my shed, preferably, because nothing can really get in there. Nothing fucks around. The doors don't stay open. So it stays pretty clean inside of there. So I'll clean out the whole center. I'll put up a pipe, and then I'll cut that plant. As a matter of fact, it was G-Bay's, the way he was harvesting last year that really got me to thinking, and I started changing up the way I harvest, pull my plant apart. Last year I tried it with that BAM and it worked out great to hang and do all that. So this year I'll be doing that again, but basically I'm breaking it down into like a 3 to 4 branch, kind of small branch section.
Okay.
And so you can hang that, and those big ass outdoor plants, like if you hang that one side branch, it's like hanging a whole fucking plant. So I will basically whole hang each plant down that way. I don't strip much of the fan leaf or anything out of it. I hang it just like I do my indoor. So just keeping that aisle away, making sure nothing's touching it and shit like that. That way that outdoor area can really, that humidity can fucking leave that plant, and those bugs can kind of do their thing and go out and, back into the fucking wild. And then I'll do a good job shaking the plant, inspecting, getting it broke down a little better to bring inside to get into the dry room this year. Cause I don't want to lose the whole fucking plant again.
Right.
And it's beginning to be about that season to where we have those issues. After that 3-day period, I'll break it down. I'm going to bring it in here into the good dry room. Nothing rotted. And actually probably most of the fan leaves, the plant will get stripped down a little more from this point because it's an outdoor plant. It's got things like powdery mildew on it. It does. Even if it has one little fucking section, it's on there. Or it's got a fucking septora on one leaf or something. There's something in that plant that I don't want to bring back into my grow. So I will kind of strip it down, do a real good inspection. Anything that looks fucking bad ain't coming in this house. It could still be used, but it's probably going to get dried and used for edibles and things outdoor, and will stay outdoor. But the things that look good, that I can give a good inspection to, that I'm confident with, I'll bring in, I'll let it hang, and then we'll treat it like any other quality flower that we have in the house. But definitely set up, man. Getting an area somewhere. And like I said, for that initial that initial dry is what I like to do to keep it fucking out, out of the indoor space. Let a little of it go. If you if you've ever had bug problems on your plant, you harvested and then you kind of watch that plant after you look at it, and you'll see how the bugs kind of want to do the same thing that the plant does. It wants to go to the top. So when you hang that plant upside down, they kind of follow the water trail, or I guess, or however that works. But if you've had spider mites, you'll see them motherfuckers build a colony at the top of your plant and every crotch on the way up. They evacuate the plant that way. So, being able to let them fucking go outside, they know that plant's dead, so there's nothing more in there for them. So they try to leave. So I try to let them do that outdoors as much as possible.
That's one thing I'd actually wondered about, if bugs or insects do that once the plant's dead, because they, like you said, they can tell. So that's something I've been curious about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in any plant you've ever done, I've done it with house plants, things like that, cut them down, thrown them out, and just looked at them because I'm weirdo like that. I like to see what nature does. So, I'll keep that fucking thing I cut off close enough with the bugs on it so I can watch how they react when the plant gets cut, when it gets just thrown outside. Are they going to stay on it for how long? What do they do? But definitely, I mean, I'm an indoor grower that's been learning, and I try to keep one with nature. So I've had spider mites before. We've all had spider mites. I've harvested some shit that had some spider mites, and I've watched how you can see them, after that hang, where they go, how they go, and how I can clean them the fuck off that plant once, you have cut it and hanging it. And how long it takes them, to realize that plant has been kind of dead now, chopped apart, and then thrown in the dark. Because that's another thing. They don't like to be in the bugs don't like to be in the 24-hour darkness like anybody else. So they're trying to get the fuck out of there also.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is true. Any burrowing insects stay there, but they hang out. They just think it's fucking.
Yeah, I just saw about that with like your lots of melons and squashes and cucumbers. They say not to mulch those into your beds because those bugs will just burrow into the stalks and stay there for the winter.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that's fucking oddly enough, learning a little bit of the hardiness and how long these little motherfuckers will stay along with wood. Turning some of these pieces, I'm using wood from my yard, right? Shit that's blown down from storms, shit that I've cut down years and years and years ago. That the one that I posted yesterday is just bug ridden, fucked up. I thought it was kind of cool, so that's why I kept working with it. But I literally chopped apart like 3 fucking worms inside of that thing, and that stuff is. That was the middle of that log that's been dry and dead for years and years. We're talking, I cut that thing down like 5-7 years ago. And there's still insects that will fucking hang out inside, live inside of there, be inside of there, or, haven't made their way out. So it's pretty fucking wild. How long like those boring insects will fucking stay in there. So absolutely, man. Oh, look at you. I can't even get one camera going. Oh, fuck, I got 2. Look at me.
That's right.
Fucking kidding.
All right, one sip of coffee. Maybe we'll have a dab frog and then we'll go look at it.
Thank you. You know what I thought of? I don't know. I could probably actually run some people through here on the phone camera. So that's what I normally do. Totally fucking. I'm having stoner moments today, man.
I just thought of that too as I pulled my phone up. I was like, "Fuck, could have gone to his phone."
I hate using my phone, bro, because I can't read the chat and all that shit, and so I'd rather be able to read the chat.
Mine comes up with chat. I can see chat on mine.
Yeah, I can't fucking make shit out. It's too small, and I start pressing things. We all know how easily I kill a show.
Get your fucking reading glasses out.
Fuck you! I got my contacts in, you asshole. I am old. You eat an ass. Oh shit! Oh man!
I hit this damn frog. Hold on, let me get it. Oh, Hoobie asked what this was. This is the wrong camera. This is a Dr. Dabber that my buddy gave me as a groomsman gift, which is pretty fucking rad. So he
That's a
gave me
wicked
like
ass
the
fucking groomsman gift right there.
right. He gave me the base with like the normal top that sits where the dab tool is, but then I picked up the sidecar. Here we are. There we go. Picked up the sidecar recycler here for it, which is it's actually a lot smoother than the one that came with it. But
Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of their original piece, but
yeah,
I do like their off-brand like pieces.
hmm
Fucking talked to Skunk Ape once about trying to make me a custom piece since they make the they make the drop down insert so that you can just fucking kind of weld it to it.
yeah.
They haven't get back to me yet. Maybe one of these days.
That'd be
Hell, at this point, I need to get Skunk Ape to make me a nice little fucking bong for my vape. 14 mil joint, buddy. That's what I need. 14 mil joint, boom.
This thing has changed fucking dabbing for me. I like doing the banger and the torch and shit. You know, it's fun, but it's like it's a lot of work to do one fucking dab, and I often don't get the temperature right. So having this thing has been sweet.
The consistency of that thing is the shit. That is one of my favorite things about that for sure. I've always kind of liked a cold start dab. So, that is how you do it. That is a fucking cold start dab going up to the temperature you want, doing it perfectly. But you can also do a hot dab in those things. You just fire the fucking rig up, wait till it's done, and then drop your dab in, and then you can do it the opposite way. It works the same fucking way. It's heating up a banger. So I just have always kind of preferred the coldest start method. And so that thing always made sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, GB.
Sorry if I'm moaning and groaning while I'm walking.
Bro, here, it'd be both of us. So I'm not walking yet, so you're not hearing any moaning and groaning.
Yeah. All right. I'll come out and look at the freak show here. I can switch this.
Pet your fucking kitty.
Yeah. This isn't the that orange cat will not go away. So we got another cat unintentionally. So, but yeah, you can see I got the CMH up there. I got to plug it in. This actually worked out beautifully. My wife was like, "How are you going to open the garage door?" First off, we've opened that garage door once since fucking spring, so it's not an issue in the first place. She's just trying to give me shit. But I actually mounted it to the wood frame that they built to mount the fucking garage door opener. So it's all up there, but like the garage door can still open and not hit the fucking light. So plus there's an outlet up there. I was like, yes, I don't have to run an extension cord like all the way across the fucking garage. There's an outlet right there.
It's fucking perfect.
So, but yeah, it's you can see, so like right here, you can see that leaf tip. That one's dried off a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I got most of them off. There's like a little bit here and there, but I got most of them off. I did a bit of like defol on it yesterday. Because it's funny, you would think with these skinnier leaves that the light would come through the middle easier, but it does not. Like I was walking around looking at it. This whole section right here is just all like in the shade of its own, in its own shade. So, yeah, I stripped it out.
Oh, man, not
Stripped
for
it out a
fucking
bit.
light.
Hey? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was saying those leaves, that fucking design is for airflow, not light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that way, all of the stripping and defoliating is not as much of an issue because that plant is literally designed to make air fucking flow through it. That's why the leaves do that. So
There's a
nice
bean
product.
right there.
Hey, why? Nope, not remove. We want this one.
Yeah, you can see a nice big seed right there. Yeah, there's seeds through. I should plug the light in and then come back in 10 minutes when it's on. Maybe we'll do that. Give me a sec. I'll plug this light in here. Get on my step ladder. I hope I don't fall off. There we go. All right, that's gonna take a few minutes to fire up. So
yeah, you got to warm up.
yeah, it takes a few minutes for sure. I had a timer out here, and I was having trouble with the timer. It turned on, and then it shut off after like half an hour, and I couldn't get it to come back on. So for now, I'm doing manual on and off.
That used to be one of my favorite back in the fucking HPS and CMH days. Is you get there right in the morning when everything was about to fire up, and you sit there. It's literally was almost like a sunrise as those fucking things were,
Yeah, they take like 2 or 3 minutes to turn all the way on.
Yeah, you just go from super dim to just fucking right on.
Yeah. So here is the little pheno hunt. These are all the fem seeds. This fucking giant bastard is one of Dan's Hawaiian by Black Widow. But you can see the other two are right there. That thing is just like double as tall as everything else in here. So right here I got Joel Sky. If Joel's still here, I got your Durban Poison right there. We're going to flower that out with these. And then these girls, these taller ones in the back, these are all older cuts. They're going to go into the other room here when the others get harvested. So, but yeah, this room's looking. There's that fasciated fucking crazy thing. So then we'll come over and look at all the rags. This is where I got the BAMs. Now don't judge me. Some of these need water in a bad way, but I couldn't lift my fucking bucket yesterday, so I couldn't do it.
Hey, I feel you on that one. I got some fucking struggling looking plants in some areas because of that same thing.
Yeah, these ones more specifically, but these bigger, it's funny, the taller, bigger plants are in smaller pots right now. They're still in their little clone pots. Actually, I need to plug this in. Ooh, I almost dropped the phone. Stay right there. Yeah, plug this thing in. There we go. Yeah, we can see those better. So I got a couple of these are BAMs. I think those two in the back are BAMs. That one is for sure. Yeah. Yeah, both of those
you're
two.
getting some nice fucking broadleaf ones.
Yeah, I've got a lot of broadleaf stuff right now in my garden. There's a lot of stuff coming out broadleaf. A little bit more than I would normally want, but it's okay. Yeah, it's all right though. This one here, this is the latkes, which is pancakes by Kosher Kush Breath. These three are latkes. This one, I really hope is not a male, but I'm gonna bet that it is just because it's the one I want. But it's heavy in the pancake terps. It's really got the pancake terps in there, which is what I'm looking for. But yeah, so there's those. We get some water to those ASAP. And we can go check the flower room. So I'm actually I'm kind of pleased with the Chimera is actually kind of coming around here. The terps improved, the nug size and density has improved, and like you can see, it's just
away is the Chimera.
It's just falling over here. Everything in here is falling over right now. It's just all flopsy topsy.
So I ran the Trico Jordan, which is basically like a Chimera F2, and
Yeah.
looked almost similar, almost exactly same structure to that fucking plant. The way it grew, the size of the nugs, the frostiness, like, yeah, you can very much see that Chimera. That's nice. The only thing I hated about that plant was, you know, the nug size.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's definitely not like you look at these nug size, and then you look at these nug size, which is like, you know, these are the
Yeah.
Flying Hawaiian, which is same breeder. I don't know if the Flying Hawaiian's a Chimera cross. I don't think it is. It might be actually. I don't know. I have to look. I honestly didn't have that much interest in his stuff, so I never really checked. But like you can see, my pineapple sorbet is supposed to be in this empty spot, but it's all flopped over. But it's super chirpy right now. It's ready, and this one's ready. It's getting some nice purple, some senescence coming into it.
Yeah, it is.
And then when these nugs,
Great, man.
these are my two favorite nugs right now.
Your two favorite nugs?
Yeah, I call them the sisters just because they're like the exact same fucking height and almost
Double mint
similar
twins?
size. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm really digging. I like this. I super cropped this right here. You can see that, and
Love
I did
it.
it nice and early, so you can see the
Yeah, the
nugs all
nugs
grew
pointed
up
up
nice.
for you.
Like, boom, 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 boom.
I love that. That I really like this structure. I feel like the nug gets just a little more solid, a little better when you let them grow up like that. That's fucking gorgeous, man.
So this is the Flying Hawaiian number 2 pheno, and this is the number 1 pheno. Sorry, not number 3. It was funny because they grew almost the same until like week 5 when the buds really started stacking. You can see this one's more of like that ice cream scoop on top, kind of round nug shape, where these ones are more that conical, those kind of towery cones. But very similar terps. Terps are very, very, very similar in these. And it's funny. They're a lot like that bubble fett I grew out that had the fruit stripe smell to it. These are kind of like that. They've got like this fruit stripe, and then a hint of like brake cleaner to it, or carb cleaner.
Ooh. Ooh.
And actually, the same with the Chimera. So now this used to smell like dirty soil, or like dirty, like moldy grass clippings. And I don't know what happened, but it changed. Now it smells like Twizzlers and Twizzlers and carb cleaner.
Twizzlers and carb cleaner. What a fucking
Yeah, you get a really strong like cherry Twizzler right off the bat, and then the more you smell it, this like weird, gross smelling fucking chemically carb cleaner smell comes out.
I fucking love that. Yeah, G-Bay, that's what I'm getting, like shop terps. That's what I think of.
Yeah, shop terps. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The shop terps are the jam. I fucking love that.
Yeah. Cheers, Gracious. I don't know, Gracious, I don't know if you were there, but that's my pineapple sorbet. It was sitting right here, and now it's like down up in there. And Gracious Gardner's the one that gave me this cut, and we really like it. So it stayed around, and in fact, that's the next one just coming in. It's going to literally move over and take the spot. So I have lots of pineapple sorbet. We're going to do I'm going to try a big batch of rosin with it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. What's that there? So these are, all these plants are day 52, 53, I guess there. So use carb cleaner for aftershave. That's hilarious, Jason. And then these other ones are like day 10, 9 or 10, and this is a frequency shift from Myri Genetics. And that one we're gonna try to make some rosin with that one too. But I like the terps. The smoke was okay, but I really like the terps on it.
Right. Talking about using carb cleaner for aftershave, yeah, and it made me remember the other day because we actually had something that smelled like Windex. The only thing I can remember was, have you ever watched the movie The Lost Boys?
No, I haven't watched the movie. No.
All right, old school movie. Well, the grandfather in that movie was getting ready to go out on a date. He fucking put some Windex on for aftershave and fucking cologne. And was talking about how it drives all the ladies wild. And that's all I ever think when people put weird shit on like that.
That's funny. My little jalapeno plant that's in here, just crushing with the jalapenos. I need to harvest some of these
Why you
things.
let your jalapenos go red? You like a red jalapeno? They actually
No,
got
I'm just fucking not been paying attention to it. I just feed it and yeah.
just feeding it.
It's deceiving.
Are they
because
hot
I can't see the peppers from the top. So I don't know until I pick that thing up and then I'm like, holy shit.
Are they hot at all?
So I haven't tried them for a while, so I don't know. I haven't tried them since I put them in this tent. So I'll have to try them and see if a different light, if the increased light maybe added a little heat to them, because before they were not.
I'll tell you what, man. I about had to fucking murder Clay the other day. I thought he was trying to kill me. He grabs this fucking pepper out of his garden, shoves it in my nose, and all I smell is fucking habanero. And I mean, I've got like fucking pepper juice rolling down my goddamn nose.
Oh,
shove it up there, and I'm like, bro, I'm about to fucking kill you. And he goes,
that's funny.
He goes, just try it. He goes, hold on. Dude, it tasted like perfectly like a habanero with zero fucking heat. Zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
oh my God. Because I was freaking the fuck out. Like I was about to have some serious fucking nose issues.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
Get
fuck,
back out
man.
here. Yeah, now it's late fun. Get a better look.
I almost got your fucking thumbprint. Do that again. I'm going to fucking steal your identity.
Go for it. Not much else you can fuck up.
Woo, look at her go.
So yeah, there's more seeds for sure in the lowers. But I mean, those bees went to work. They got them all the way in the middle and everything. So when it's time, there's going to be one right there. It's kind of funny. The seeds even have a little, got a little purple on them. I don't know if it's from the cold or if it's just. Where's that one going? Yeah, they're in here. They're kind of hard to see because they're so small, but. So how long from like when you're seeing seeds to when they should be mature?
And then I feel like typically most everybody says about 6 weeks.
Okay.
So
Right
but me and Clay were kind of talking about that the other day because I do have some long runners and we've run some, and we just kind of were curious if there was any more. You must be under that fucking metal halide right now. Oh yeah, you're directly under the metal halide right now.
Yep.
Yeah, your signal went bye-bye.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But I think I stepped between me and the router, between the phone and the router.
Yeah.
That happened.
So me and Clay were kind of discussing the other day whether, some of these longer running strains, whether you really do have to have a longer maturity time to them or not, or whether the standard like kind of normal 6-week time frame is still going to give you a perfectly viable, healthy seed.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I always just run them basically until shit starts falling out of the plant. The plant doesn't want to fucking live anymore, and I'm like, all right, you guys are done. And then I let them go. So I don't typically time them at all, and there's no reason for me to. I'm not putting out production seed runs here. You know, I'm not trying to fucking supply the the masses. But so I know I've got a mature seed because I just have the time to let it fucking go till it wants to.
Yeah, I figured I'll just let them go until I can see them starting to turn. Mature.
I mean, you really, especially like the outside ones, you can see that seed pod start to pop open, and buds or the seeds start to push out of the calyx. You can see them want to push themselves out of the plant, and that's typically, you're done at that point. They're ready to fucking go. So, but being as you had the male next to the female for basically a long duration, you're going to have a long run of different pollination times on that plant, so you'll have seeds in a lot of different stages of growth.
Yeah, I can see some that are like busted out of the calyx already, and then I can see some that are like just starting in there. So Noob, that's one I know Rasta Jeff does that and talks about that, and I can't remember who I was talking to about that, but that was undecided yet when I was chatting with someone about it.
I don't know. Honestly, I have the hardest luck. Let me get in my room. So I have the hardest luck with his seeds and popping. So I just stay away from the whole fucking with the light cycle at the end of the plant thing. So, but here we go. We are on. Let me go fucking mute this one. All right, there we go. Just turn this one up. Did it turn you up? I don't know. Fuck, I think so. All right, so this is everybody in here is BAM. So we just hit day 25 today, and this was what I was talking about the Bambi. She was tall, she's stacky, she is doing a great job. Frost is coming in real nice. And she really did fucking bully out. Now, I probably needed to do a lot more work, and I have more of yeast clones in there. So I'm going to get one big, huge, and healthy before I get in here and flip. I wanted to get his clones in and kind of get them running. So I probably didn't give them all the time and justice that they deserve. So they're a little small, but we're doing what we can to keep them hung up and get some light. It was an absolute fucking jungle in here, so as you can see, I did a pretty heavy defoliate. I stripped down a ton of shit that was down here in the lower, so we're looking really good. I would like to have a little more leaf on some of these plants, but it is what it is.
They look like my plants.
Hey, yeah, I fucking take that all day, bud. Because this is just a little sparse on leafage for me. I like the security that the leaf helps provide.
But look how much bud you can see in there. Like, that looks like there's a lot of fucking nugs in there.
Well, yes, sir. There are a lot of fucking nugs in here. I mean, we can.
Hell yeah.
That's just the first row. So, yeah, we're doing good, man. This one's obviously going to struggle a little bit. I kept her in here just because I want to know. But we're going to do a lot better with the next one. Ooh, goddamn. We got a nice smell off her already. Ooh. Huh. Okay. So anyway, so we got Bambi frosting up a little bit. We have the one that's very kind of similar. Growth structure and style is right over here. This is the one that is really bringing out a lot of that kerosene when you touch it. So absolutely. So absolutely, I'm fucking curious to see what this one's going to do. How similar it is going to be to this one over here. You know, I can see a little bit of difference. I got Clay's has got some better stacking, definitely going on right here. This one isn't bad, but you can just, well, that one's not even in the light. Let's go to one that's under the fucking light. But you can see how it's just kind of wanting to, a little more spacing into it, and it's not stacked quite as tight. I have my eye heavily on this one right over here. This one, I said, it is already trying to get extremely frosty. Well, extremely is really good and frosty. Not extremely yet, but really good and frosty. As you can see, very happy plant. The nug size, what's happening here to all the way down here. You know, we have a very consistent nug size, and even down here on the lowest lower nug, it's a nice little tight marble already. So, you know, where it produces a nug, it's producing a very nice one. And the frost, obviously, I don't know. I think I damaged this one a little bit. I think I see a little brown. But so it is really just this one's standing out a lot to me. I would like the branching to be a little bit stronger on it, but the mains are good and fucking solid. So we have a similar one to it, which you gotta get back here without getting too much. It's producing a little heavier. You know, we do definitely have better stacking on this one. It's starting to frost up. You know, it's similar to this one, but this one's growing just a little bit tighter, better nug kind of.
The pistils
it's wanting to give a little more.
Like
what's
spikier. I said the pistils look a little bit more like long and straighter than that other one, almost like spikier.
Oh yeah, yep.
Like they got more of that Gary going on.
So the Black Forest has a nug very similar to this. It kind of really tightens up. It gives a very curly, tight nug profile, and then you know, you can really get that inner fucking biomass really shows up. Where I see what you're saying with this one. You know, this one's definitely opening a lot more, spiking out, not wanting to. Yeah. So, yep. So you know, this side, these two, I really like these. Production on everybody is looking fucking fantastic. I think when it comes to like production wise, I don't think I have any worries with this plant. So you know, it's I gotta get my fucking trellis up here. Those ones I didn't want to, but I'm fucking going to, because this is, you know, this is day 25. You know, look at what we got here at day 25. Yeah. They're gonna need support. There's no way around it. So I better just get it on now before I'm really fucking pissed off. This poor plant that I did forget. And this whole room isn't BAM. I've got one fucking other one in here. This is the Granny, or the 777 by Zope is what this one is. I believe Clay sent this one to me. It's got some weirdo nug thing going on up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say those tops are fucking wild.
Yeah, it's doing a thing. I'm not sure what that thing is, but it's doing a thing. And so I'm gonna let it happen. I really fucked this plant. This is my fault. I'm 100% certain it's not how this normally goes. But I mean, here, let's get down and show you some real fuckery down here. But let me get to the other side, because it'll be easier.
That's crazy though. It's growing like 4 little fucking nodes out the top with no fan leaves on it.
Right. Nice. So this plant is that's my finger. This plant's growing on an angle. I mean, it's like literally straight up is here. So you know, we're growing on a 45 over here, trying to get it out of the way of these ones, and so it's just been a shit show with that plant. And I have to apologize, but it's doing a really good job. So I'm curious to see, you know, for all my fuckery, I'm curious to see what it's gonna do.
Oh, it's looking awesome in there though, as usual.
So, yeah. So I'm real happy. I'm real excited to see what's going to come out through all of this. and you just really, really stoked to have a whole lot of BAM about to fucking be loaded up. So,
Gracious, which plants are you harvesting today? He's got 4 plants coming down, he said today. Is it the one you sent me? Because he sent me a picture yesterday. This is the Valley? Yeah, Valley OG nugs. Gracious, I'm going to show you off a little bit. Oh, fucking camera. There we go. Here. That's one of Gracious Gardener's Valley OG. Looks like some nice sized nugs in there. Get me off a solo. Get me off a solo. There we go. Yeah, that thing looks beauty, man.
here we go.
Midnight Snow, Maple Ridge, the Rockstar, nice. Oh, and some runts. Okay, nice. Nice. I'm putting I think I told you the other day, but I'm putting that white truffle and the sugar cane cuts that Gracious Gardener gave me. Those are going into flower. Those are 2 of the ones going into flower when those others get harvested. So I'm
Nice.
excited to see those. Excited to see those turn out. Cheers, Marcus.
So, yeah, fucking harvest time is exciting. It's exciting and it's scary because
It is.
this is where you will fuck up your weed or won't. So,
I tend to get impatient too. I try to cut a branch off because it like a small branch, like a lower branch, when I'm like either a couple days before I chop them or the day that I chop them, so that I can fast dry some smaller nugs just to fucking like stop my impatience. Otherwise, I'll just be snipping nugs off before they're ready. I go in there before they're ready. I'm bad for that, so I usually will try to take some samples. So yeah, I'm curious. How do you guys? Does anybody have any pre-harvest tricks or secrets? I know lots of people do the darkness. Fluff doesn't have any luck doing the dark. Is there anyone I know? For a while, I saw people using some like, what was it, blackstrap molasses for like a flush. I know you don't really flush in organic, but like using that as a finisher type thing.
well, so that is an interesting one because a lot of the organic people or people who use even like say like the organic or whatever base and then use a organic like fertilizer to fertigate. A lot of them for like say the quote unquote flush would be using like a heavier calcium water down in through there to help like to help move more shit into the plant, out of the soil, things like that. So they quit feeding, but they're wanting to get the rest of that out of the soil and into their plant the last couple of weeks. So I always thought that was interesting because that theory isn't trying to, what people would say in the past is trying to flush the nutrients out of the plant so there's nothing left. Whereas the organic guys were like, no, I'm getting everything out of my fucking soil and into the plant.
Uptake it.
Yeah, so it was a totally different theory. And that was another one when I was just talking about leaves in the garden. A lot of times people, they call them like solar panels, like that's the solar panel for your plant. Well, they have way more of a function than just a solar panel. Like that's great that they do that part, but they have so much other storage and movement that goes along with them to help you, to help that plant. So.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Hey man, the microbes love the fucking molasses. All right.
And that's one I've actually, so you mentioned the calcium in the fertigation, and that's one I've been messing around with. I've tried a few different ways, and this time I'm actually trying a new way. I've done it the whole time. I've done it just the first few days of my flush. And this time I'm actually doing just plain water for the first week of my flush, and then I'm going to go back in and add a little bit of CalMag for the last few days of flush to see if it will change that. And my thought there is just that it's, using the straight water, it's getting the plant to try to uptake whatever it can, and then using that CalMag at the end. My thought is that it'll, if there is anything left, maybe it'll help it get the last little bit up in there and using that last bit of nutrients up. But we will see.
Yeah, I've from start to finish, that's kind of why I don't fertigate or give much to that point, because I do have it in the soil, and then so when it comes to the end of the life of the plant, it's there if it wants it. It won't take it if it doesn't want it. I'm not forcing anything into it by giving it that ultra readily available water with nutrients in it. It's getting some from the general water, right? So whatever's in my water is going to be feeding the plant anyway.
Yeah.
So we have super hard water here. I rarely have to fuck around with calcium. So having that issue or non-issue is not having to worry about are they taking anything up or not. I don't know. Fucking when I see my plant senesce, that's using what the plant has stored, not what's in the ground. You think about that. So it's not trying to eat, but it is trying to use the food that's there. Just things like that. So so I don't actively feed, but I don't not let it have nutrients.
Right.
So it's interesting to think about. It's one that I want to fucking actually do a lot more research into and have discussions with smarter people than me. But
yeah, well, that's why I'm just messing around with it, because I have tried, like I said, I've tried it. I've tried the CalMag flush a couple different ways now. And to be honest, I've noticed a little bit of difference in flavor. Just a little more, it's just like the terps kind of are a little bit more pronounced, I think, using the CalMag flush instead of just straight water the whole time. But it's not anything that's like nothing has been like, whoa, that's crazy that it's, it's way more. It's I've noticed small differences.
Right. Yeah, and I've noticed, when I was doing that stuff, I didn't really notice much of anything. It was just what it was. I would notice more buildup of nutrients on the outside of fabric pots back then. That's all I noticed.
Yeah,
just the extra runoff of shit that it still didn't want.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, like Emmett said here, light on the sugars. Actually, when you because sugar is something that does work well, keeps microbes happy and moving, and some other things. But it is something you want to be careful with. Those sugars are supposed to be made up by the things in the soil and in the plant, not put down in the soil. They're supposed to be converted into those sugars, not already given those sugars. So with that, it just causes some interesting carbon issues that I've seen in products and things like that. Like lazy microbes, right? You turn fucking good hard working microbes into lazy American microbes.
I was just thinking of like a fucking assembly line or something where somebody skips a step and the next guy's just like, well, what the fuck do I do then?
Yeah, well, fuck. All right. Anyway, but when you do things like make homemade labs and things like that, you stabilize them in sugars. So that is kind of the all you'll ever need in the garden. So if you're putting like a stabilized like lab product, where they use that sugar in there to do it, that's all the sugar you'll ever need in your fucking garden when you inoculate with those labs. They don't need, that's it. I've never seen a need for people using those things to add extra down there to do anything. I have seen people use, just straight molasses and water to help sweeten up the soil and do things.
Yeah.
It is a functional garden thing, but when you use those micro products, there's enough in there to do what you need. So, at least in my opinion.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't add any extra, man. I just use what I got in there, and it seems fucking work just fine. Never had any kind of weird issues in that factor. So, oh shit. With that, it's about time to get rolling, huh?
Yeah, I believe so. We'll hit that dab frog one more time. Let me load up another one here.
I don't know if Skunk Ape's in here, but Skunk Ape, if you're still here, don't forget, send me your info. I will get you a nice package sent out. You got the beans to win. Congratulations. To everybody getting ready to harvest, people in harvest, all of that, good luck, happy harvest. Man, I can let the gods be with you on this one.
Yeah. Wish bountiful harvests for everybody.
That's right. So
cheers, Fat Freddy. Thank you, man.
Yep. With that, cheers, everybody. We'll see you this evening. And
talking about pot size, yeah, I'm gonna try to jump on. We'll see if it works out.
Oh, nice.
I just thought that'd be a good one to talk about. I generally grow in smaller pots.
Well, and it's an interesting thing because a lot of people do it for different reasons, for different purposes. Sometimes they didn't. Yeah, exactly. Pot size can be changed and fucking goes all over the place. So it should be a fun discussion.
Hell yeah. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We couldn't be here without you guys, so thank you. Cheers, Emmett.